Welcome back to Social Life and Peel. I'm Natalia Arbolita, and you've just tuned in to Clean Eats. Today I'm joined by nutritional coach and fitness expert Mike Fresh. Mike, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks. It's a pleasure to be here today, Natalia.
Is that really your name, Mike Fresh?
Well, actually, recently my name just kind of changed because one of my clients told me that I should start branding myself more. So instead of just being Mike, the regular Mike guy, now I'm Mike Fresh.
You brought some really fresh stuff for us today. You brought in some wheatgrass. We have it in the little shot glasses today. Tell me a little bit about this wonderful wheatgrass.
Well, what happened was it was actually a friend of my mother who had cancer, and she started taking this wheatgrass because this is a form of treatment if you have cancer. So my mother told me about it, and she said to me one day, "You have to try this stuff." And I looked at it and said, "What the hell is that? I'm not taking that. Are you crazy?" But then I started researching it, and I realized how amazing this stuff is for you. And then I started taking it myself, and it changed me, and I felt so good after. And then I started telling all my clients about it too afterwards, and a few of them started taking it, and they like it too. It has so many benefits. I don't know if you want me to...
Yeah, let's get into it. What can we expect from taking, some wheatgrass? Well, first of all, what is wheatgrass? Is it actual grass? It is actual grass.
Yes, it's actual grass, and it's...
But not the one that grows on your lawn, so don't go picking it, please. Please, guys.
Not on your lawn, but it does grow in fields, and that's the better wheatgrass because you can get the one that grows in trays, but the grass that grows in fields is better because the roots grow deep, and basically it is a premature grass. So when you harvest it, even one of my clients asked me, "Is it okay if I take this if I am gluten intolerant?" Because they don't want to have wheat.
Yes.
And that's a common question I get asked, and it's great because you can take it.
So it's not actually from wheat, like the actual...
If the grass keeps growing, it turns into wheat later on, but because it's just in the premature stage.
Like that new, I guess, grass that's growing.
Yeah,
it's still young. It's still,
exactly.
Okay.
It's the young grass.
Young grass.
So within
Young
this young grass here comes packed with so many benefits. For example, 1 ounce of wheatgrass, which is what we have here, 1 ounce, is equivalent to eating 2 pounds of green vegetables. So it is very nutrient dense. So within this amount here, when you drink it, basically you're getting all these vitamins, you're getting all these minerals inside you, and the great part is that it's so fresh that you have even enzymes in there, and enzymes are going to help you to digest the wheatgrass. And people who have cancer, it has these phytochemicals inside them, and the phytochemicals help to combat cancer. And me myself, I know if somebody has cancer, all they care about is getting healthy and feeling good. So for them to turn to something like this is like, it's legit. Where I go get it, one of the naturopathic doctors that I know refers all her patients to go get the wheatgrass from there also. So we have naturopathic doctors now prescribing it. Me, myself, I like to recommend it all the time. A lot of my clients who are women, they love this because it can even help you lose weight. So weight
loss. That?
Yes, everyone likes, all the women like that.
Hey, okay,
and,
I'm in.
The way it does that is because wheatgrass is a natural detoxifier. So everyone is toxic at the end of the day because whether you eat something out of a wrapper, whether you eat something out of a box, out of a can, you start to get toxic.
But free radicals and just the pollutants in the air, right?
Exactly.
I think people, I love organic foods. I mean, and we try to stay as healthy as possible, but really the reality is it is everywhere. Chemicals, you're breathing them. You're seeping into your skin. And
exactly, and it's as simple as that, standing outside. So the problem is that when we become toxic without realizing it, our nice little fat cells, they love that environment. They're like, ooh, toxic, I want to come near you over here. So people are trying to lose weight, but they can't because they don't realize that they're still toxic. So they're doing all these things and they can't lose weight. So the wheatgrass comes in and it creates a nice environment for you inside your body so that now you're ready to shed those pounds, and the fat cells are like, oh, I don't like this. This is too healthy for me. I got to get out of here, you know.
Mike Fresh, describe the taste of the wheatgrass. What's it taste like?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. Everyone who I give this stuff to, they don't really like it too much.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out. It is so hard for me to understand. But personally, I love the taste of it.
Me
I
too.
feel like it has a nice sweetness to it
See,
when I
okay, I
drink
wasn't
it.
crazy. I heard though, tell me if I'm wrong, maybe it's just a misconception. I'm pretty sure I heard it somewhere. You can tell that the wheatgrass is fresh if it's on the sweeter side. If it's more bitter, it might be older. Is that?
This is correct because I've tried wheatgrass powder and I almost puked when I drank it because it was gross and it did not have any freshness. There was no sweetness to it. So I think that's maybe what you're talking about because
Okay.
this right here would be considered fresh since when they juice it, as soon as the wheatgrass is juiced, they freeze it. And they freeze it within like a minute. It's called flash frozen.
Okay.
So that means that nothing will begin to oxidize because sometimes when you have something and it gets exposed to the air, you start to lose vitamins and nutrients.
The same thing basically that happens to potatoes and apples or even avocados when they start to go brown, it oxidizes.
Exactly.
So it's losing nutrients.
And that's why when you juice this wheatgrass here that I have, within like a minute, it has to become frozen into a puck so that you have everything there, and then when you decide to drink it, it's fresh after.
Okay. Now making it at home, is it easy?
I looked into that and I wanted to make it at home, but the problem is that for the amount that I like to drink, because I like to drink 2 to 3 ounces a day, to get 1 ounce of juice, you probably need about this to this much grass, okay? And you have to juice that in a special wheatgrass juicer. So I like to drink about 2 ounces, so that means every day I'm gonna be juicing about this times 2 and growing that in my basement somewhere, which I probably won't even have enough. I'm gonna have this whole room over here just full of wheatgrass.
Just for that little bit.
Yeah, so you can do it at home. They have little starter kits. They have little plastic trays that you can grow it in. But depending on how much you want to drink, it might get a little bit spacious. You might need a little more room for that.
I want to go ahead and try some because we're kind of, okay, so you're my guest though, here we go. Are you ready?
Sure.
All
Cheers.
right, cheers, let's try this. It's really light, like it's sweet. It does have, I won't lie, it does have a bit of a grassy smell, but nothing
Yes.
overpowering. I don't know, if you like the smell of that fresh cut grass, if you find it soothing and kind of relaxing and refreshing, I think you'll really enjoy it. What other ways can we take it? I mean, can you add it to smoothies? Do you have any other favorite things to do with it?
Now, get asked that question a lot too because people want to know, especially if they don't like the taste of it, what else can I do with the wheatgrass? The problem is it is so strong that I don't recommend adding it to smoothies because I feel like the wheatgrass will hijack your juice because it'll just take over it. Once I added it to like an apple, I think it was like a strawberry banana smoothie, and everything just turned green. Because it's so potent. That's the thing. It's so nutrient dense that you add it to one thing and it's like, okay, this just turned into a wheatgrass smoothie.
So, all right, we'll drink it pretty straight up. Mike Fresh, if people want to get more information on wheatgrass or your personal training services, I know you do boot camp classes as well. Where can they find you?
You can find me, I have a Facebook account, which is just my name, Michael Pugliese. I have my Instagram account, which is mike.fresh. And my Twitter, which I don't really use as often, but _Mike_fresh_. That's probably the best way to find me.
Mike, I'm feeling so fresh thanks to you. Everybody at home, stay tuned. We're going to have more on Social Life in Peel in the next few minutes. Don't go anywhere.